Hello there, Q.u.A.n.IQ here. This story is something else. I thought it happened like super long ago, but it was 2016 because I found the emails. God. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into this. So, like I said a couple of years ago, me and my ex, she wasn't my ex, but me and my ex, we needed money. So we started like pawning stuff, and I knew of apps that you can sell stuff on, and I downloaded like a bunch of apps. I took a bunch of pictures of all the crap that we were selling, and I put them up. Now, this app was called Wallapop at the time, but I remember getting an email saying that they were changing their name to, I think they're Let Go now. I think that's them. So, yeah, I was on this app, and my wife had like a bracelet. It was like a Mickey Mouse, something like that. I know I had it was like a charm bracelet watch thing, and she never wore it, never used it. So I was like, let's sell it. So I put this up for like $30 because I think it was 30 because of the emails. So there's that. And somebody contacted me, and we were talking on the app, which I should have known something was suspicious because we were talking in the app, and let's say her name was like Jessica or something, and I'm inserting the emails right now, well, right after this, and on that her name was something completely different. So I should have been like, you're a fraud. But inserting it now. I said, hi, yes, the item is still for sale, and I can meet you after 4 at a remote location or your job if it's easier. Where do you work, or what do you work by? She said, thanks for your prompt response. Actually, I'm sorry I can no longer come take a look at it or pick it up in person as I actually planned. I actually just had a change in my work schedule, but I believe I'm okay with the condition if you let me know. As the price stated, I'm ready to make an instant purchase with my mode of payment would being certified bank check or via postal service overnight delivery. I'll arrange for a local pickup as soon as you receive a check, cashed it, and have your money in hand. I promise everything will go smoothly, as I would like to have it before my wedding anniversary, which comes in a week. Kindly get back to me with your name, address, phone number, price agreed. As soon as this is provided, payment will be overnight to you, but due to the weekend, it will deliver to you by Saturday, and I will let you know once it's mailed out by providing you with the tracking number. I will also add an additional $50 for holding it for me till the check gets to you, and delete the posting from the list today. Thanks. I hope we can handle this in good faith while waiting to hear from you. Best regards. I'm like, okay, no problem. Send my information. I'm like, so it's 30 plus the 50, that will make it 80. Here's where it gets like crazy. She's like, greetings, thanks for getting back to me with your info. I will contact my secretary now to issue your payment to you because I'm now out of state for a business trip. You will receive the payment from UPS or FedEx with shipping funds to cover the shipment of the goods brought. Once you receive the check, have a cash deduct the funds, deducting money for the goods, and send the remaining funds to my mover. My mover is also picking up some other valuables and goods like household furniture and electronics at the same city of your location to my new apartment. This is the reason why I need you to transfer the amount to my mover. Deduct $50 for your running around, and that caused you during the transaction period. Please let me know if I can trust you so that I can move forward from here. I will get back to you with the tracking number. Best regards. I'm like, yeah, of course. Everything's fine. I'll be waiting for the funds and I'll contact you for your mover's information. She's like, wow, sounds great. I will email you the tracking number and I want you to make sure to check your email as often for updates from my mover and me, and consider the item sold. Thanks so much. I don't know if I got back to her or what, but she's like, hello again. I want you to know the payment has been sent to you by the UPS, and here's the tracking number. You can track it UPS and know the actual time they will deliver it. So as soon as you get the payment, have it deposited to your checking account or your ATM machine so the money would be available within 24 hours, and deduct the item fee and also deduct the $50 for helping me secure the item. And I want you to have the rest of the money sent to my movers via MoneyGram at the CVS store. Blah. They'll contact you. There's the mover's information. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's like Illinois. Okay, sure. As soon as they send the money back to you, kindly get back to me with the money transfer details, all that good stuff. Please confirm back once you receive the money. Hope to hear back to you soon. Nice doing business with you. I guess I got back to her, but it's not here, so whatever. She's like, it's good to hear back from you. I just want you to know the payment will be delivered anytime from now. Kindly have the check deposited so you can have the money sent to my movers, and other to call you to schedule a time for pickup. I hope to hear back from you soon. I guess I got the check because I remember I was waiting at work and I must have not answered her because I was freaking at work. So she's like, hello, why are you silent to me since yesterday? And from what I remember, it's because I was freaking running around trying to cash this damn check, and it was so hard. But I feel like you guys get the point. It's just redundant and ridiculous. Yeah, and that was 5 minutes long, so I'm gonna keep this short. But long story short, we were texting through the app. Then we started emailing. I think I gave her my number at one point. Oh yeah, in the email. And then we started texting also. So besides the email, we were also texting a little bit, not a lot from what I remember. And should have known it was sketch. As soon as I got the check, I thought it was sketch, but I was like, I don't know. So I went to Walmart to cash it, and because either I went to my bank first or I went to Walmart first, I'm not sure, but I remember I went to my bank and they were like, oh, 24 hours, and I was like, that's gonna take a while. I want my money now. So we went to Walmart, and the machine wasn't reading it. None of their machines were reading it. So I was like, great. So we went to this little check cashing place that was near our house, and let me start by saying the lady was black. Has nothing to do with anything. I'm black, but it'll just be a part of the story later. So I go in to cash a check. The lady's like, oh, I have to call the bank. I'm like, okay. And I wasn't paying attention, so I'm not sure if she called the bank or not, but I remember her being on the phone, and I'm not sure if she got through the bank or she called them or whatever. But all I know is she was like, oh, okay, I'll cash the check. And I'm like, okay. So she cashed the check. It was for an crazy amount, $1,000 and $100 and something dollars or something like that. And I was like, sketch. I thought it was check fraud or a scam or whatever, but the lady said she called the bank and then she cashed it. So I was like, oh, okay, must have gone through, been good. But then after I wired the money, I felt stupid because I was like so nervous like doing it, and I was like, I shouldn't be nervous, like this doesn't add up. And then I remember I was texting the lady, and I was like, hey, your mover never came, what's going on? And I just never got a response. That's when I was like, yeah, you're not getting the watch. Like, you're not coming. This was check fraud or whatever it is. Next thing I know, the check cashing place called me, and they're like, that check was fraud, you owe us the amount. And I'm like, what? And then a detective calls me, and he's like, I'm gonna need you to come down here to the precinct and we'll talk about it. And I'm like, okay. So I go down to the precinct, and right away he's like, oh, asking me questions. And right away I'm like, nope, not me. Here's all the stuff. I showed him the app, I showed him the emails, I showed him the text. And at first he was like cooperating with it. He was like reading it, going along, writing stuff down. He was like, oh, okay. And then he seemed like frustrated, like, okay, like where is the end of the story going? And I'm like, I only got like $100. I'll give you that $100 if you want. Even though I'm pretty sure I had already spent it. I was like, I'll give you the $100, but I didn't keep the rest of the money. I'm not going to jail for this. I'm not doing anything. I'm not paying anybody back. Like, I didn't keep any money. This was not me. This was somebody else. And he took my number down. And he said he would call me back. He never did. And then I broke my phone and changed my number and all that other stuff. So I'm not sure if he actually did or not. But yeah, that was the time I got caught, which was crazy. I was so nervous. I was actually a little slightly confident going into the precinct because I didn't do anything. I thought these people were coming for their watch. When I'm reading the email, you just saw, they said it was like their anniversary next week. So I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, my wife loves Disney. Why can't your husband or wife or whatever love Disney too? Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, I was stupid. Don't do what I did. It's illegal. I know people that have like went to jail and got probation and all that stuff because of this. Well, I'm not sure if it's like the exact same thing. I know it was like check fraud or whatever, but don't do it. But yeah, that was it. So until next time, bye.